All right. Welcome, everybody, to the final of Rome for the WTA. And we've got an interesting final. A bit of a rematch of a match that was played in Stuttgart a couple of weeks ago. Gauff versus Paolini. They played 3 times. It's been, well, like I said, the last match was close. It was to Paolini as well. So first 2 matches went to Gauff, then Paolini won the last one. And this is going to be interesting to see if Paolini can level the score at 2-2 in the head-to-head, or if Gauff can win a big trophy and put herself... if she wins this, you got to put her up there with Sabalenka and Swiatek as joint favorite, I think. I don't think she should not be at least equal favorite for the French, because I don't think there's any clear favorite, right? Sabalenka's had her wins, Swiatek's the defending champion, and Gauff has been there. So I feel like we've got those 3 are the favorites equally. But then again, maybe I'm missing something. But how are we doing, chat? What's going on? Are we ready for the final? We have the men's final tomorrow, Sincaraz, this time tomorrow, so 24 hours from now we're watching that one. Yeah. And I always say this when we watch these 2-week matches. I wish they had both finals on the same day. I feel like finals day to finish the tournament is so much better than finals, like women's final one day, men's the other. I don't know. I like Indian Wells. I reckon they got it figured out. Let's have all the finals on the end on the last Sunday of the tournament instead of spreading it out thinly. But maybe one day they'll change. They have their reasons, maybe. I don't know. But totally agree. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like today should be finals day, but whatever. It is what it is. What time will it start? Should we start in like 15 minutes? Sunday schedule out? Yeah, it's the same as today. The final schedules, they always give the final schedules at the start of the tournament, so you already know what's going to happen. The reasons are money, money, money. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. It's to get 2 days out of it. Just like they have a night session. So like the semifinals are split so they can one crowd for the day, one crowd for the night, double up on the court, you know. I know how it works. No worries, Amber. Stuttgart and Hamburg Sunday schedule. Yeah, we're not watching Stuttgart. And we're not watching Hamburg. Yet. Yeah, we probably won't watch Hamburg. Strasbourg, though, is very good. Strasbourg is pretty crazy, to be honest. All right. By the way, chat, I got through 2 more movies. Kill Bill 1 and 2. Never seen it before. Kill Bill 1 was sick. Kill Bill 1, epic. Kill Bill 2, probably maybe I should have watched it another day just to kind of spread it out. It's a little. By the time I was all Kill Billed out, but Kill Bill 1 was epic. But I had to watch them both at the same, back to back, because, yeah. Geneva's draw is out. Yeah. Djokovic is playing. Kind of a tough draw for Djokovic too. By the way, Dasher plays Raducanu in the first round of Strasbourg. So we'll watch that, obviously. We'll definitely watch that. That schedule hasn't come out. So, Dutchie or Gene or anybody, if let me know when Strasbourg's draw schedule comes out, because that's the one that we'll probably watch tomorrow or the next day. That's the one we've got to sort of factor in. I really hope the tournament doesn't put Raducanu Kazakina on tomorrow at the same time as Alcaraz Sinner, because that would be really, really painful. That would just suck. That would be bad scheduling. So hopefully they don't do that. All right. Has Paolini already won her doubles? No, I think the doubles finals tomorrow. So, okay, let's talk about this matchup a little bit more in depth. So, Gauff, Paolini played 3 times, 2-1 in favor of Gauff. Gauff won both their hardcourt matches. Paolini won their last match, which was in Stuttgart, on the clay courts quarterfinal straight sets. But that was before Gauff started playing really well. So, after that, Gauff makes a run in Madrid and then obviously made the final here. So, since that, that matchup, Gauff's gotten a lot better. But still, Paolini's got to win, so she's got to like that. This week, their results have been 5 matches each. They both played 5 matches after getting a bye in the first round for both. Paolini, time on court, 8.5 hours, averaging about an hour and 39 minutes on court. Gauff has played 10 hours, so an extra hour and a half on the court. Now, luckily for Gauff, she's super fit. But, Gauff has played way more tennis this week, mainly because of her last match, which I think was the longest match of her career against Zhang. Gauff, 10 aces, 35 double faults. Not great. 8 aces and only 4 double faults for Paolini. So Paolini's serving really well. Paolini's getting a lot more first serve percentage in, 74% compared to 60% for Gauff. Gauff is winning a little bit more first serve points when she does get the serve in, 66% compared to a 61% from Paolini. However, Paolini's winning second serve points, 58%. Gauff's only winning 45% of second serve points. Gauff has been broken 21 times in this tournament. Paolini has been broken only the 7 times. So Paolini, despite not having a massive serve, is still holding strong. So that's good to see. If we do go to a tiebreak, Gauff has won 3 out of the 3 tiebreaks she's played. So if it does go to a tiebreak, you would say that she would be favoured. They've both gone the distance at least once. Gauff's gone twice to 3 sets. Paolini's only had the 1-3 set. That was against Schneider, which came back from the dead in that quarterfinal. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the summary is that, Gauff's serve is going to be a big deal. If Gauff serves well, she'll win. If Gauff doesn't serve well, we have a match. Because I think it will be dictated by Gauff's serve. Even if Gauff serves well, Paolini could still win. But I feel like if Gauff's serving well, which is a big if because we haven't seen her serve great lately, the last couple of matches, then she should win. Because she'll be able to probably out-rally Paolini once the serve goes in. And the serve is strong when it goes in. So yeah, so the serving of Gauff will probably be the difference in this match. Now, when they've played each other, they played 3 times. In fact, let's talk about the last time they played. So the Stuttgart match, last time they played, Paolini got the win. Gauff served 1 ace and 3 double faults. So not that many double faults compared to lately. But she only won 51% of first serve points, which is not great. She obviously needs to be getting a lot more free points on serve. And it's going to be harder because it is slower here than it is in Stuttgart. They also, there was only 3 breaks of serve. 5 breaks of serve for against Gauff out of 10 break points. Paolini got broken 3 times. So 8 breaks of serve in the entire match. There was a 6-4, 6-3 scoreline, so you can do the math. That almost half the games were breaks. So again, and Paolini's going to get broken, but if Gauff doesn't serve well, then she'll get a lot of breaks back too. So that's, like I said, again, the importance of Gauff's serve in this is going to be the difference, I think. If Gauff isn't serving well, it's going to be good. A good match, probably close match. But if Gauff's serving well, then it's going to be tough for Paolini, I think, to win. But we'll see. Also, the crowd might play a factor. I don't think Gauff will get too affected by the crowd personally. I don't think she'll get too frustrated by the crowd unless they're starting to cheer between her serves and stuff, or cheering double faults and stuff. I guess that's annoying, but I don't think Gauff's going to be too bothered by the lack of support. Also, the players that these two have played along the way, because we haven't done that yet. So, Gauff, number 4 seed. She'll be number 2 at the French Open after this week. She got a bye in the first round. She played a 3-setter against the qualifier Mboko. Lost the first set, came back to win pretty easily in the end. Third round, she played Lynette, beat her in straights. Raducanu, 4th round, she beat her in straights. Then she played Andreeva in the quarters, beat her in straights. Of course, the epic match against Zhang the other night, being the semi-final, won that one in a close 3-setter. And Paolini came in as the number 6 seed, and she got a bye in the first round. She beat Sun in the second round, straight set. She beat Jabeur in straight sets in the third. She beat Ostapenko in straight sets in the fourth. Then she played the 3-setter against Schneider, coming back from a set and a breakdown to win that in 3. And then she beat Stearns after the first set being close. She got through in straights and is here. So only dropped 1 set, like I said, has spent an hour and a half less on court. I don't know if that'll be as big of a factor. The fitness levels of Gauff is, ridiculous. And I don't think Gauff is going to need, I don't think, unless this goes 3 hours, maybe Gauff wears out in the end, but I don't think Gauff's fitness will be questioned, will be the reason why she loses this match unless something bad happens. I think it'll be more likely just the serve is what will dictate whether or not Gauff will win this match or not. All right. Oh, man. Players should be out on court in the next 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yeah, Gauff has got 4-2 in their matchup. Yeah, but every time they've played, it's been straight sets. Did Paolini directly break Gauff in the doubles to win? I can't remember. I wouldn't look too much into the doubles match because it's a doubles match. And obviously, Paolini and Gauff it's a totally different game when they're playing against each other one-on-one rather than teammates. Also, out of the 4 players on the court that day, Eala was the weakest link. And so it's hard to say, like, well, Paolini beat Gauff. It's like, well, Paolini beat Gauff and Eala. And Eala, her game at the net wasn't up to scratch compared to the others, which was, a part of the reason why they lost that doubles match. So I wouldn't be looking too much into, like, Paolini beating Gauff in doubles. I don't think that makes that much difference. And I don't think Gauff's going to be worried about that either. Might give Paolini a little bit of a boost in confidence, but I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. Now, who needs the first set more? Who needs to win this first set more? Well, I'll tell you in a second when I find out. So this year, Paolini, when she loses the first set, she's only come back twice out of 9 attempts. Come back to win. And it was in this week. She did it this week against Schneider, and she also did it against Osaka in Miami. So when she loses the first set, she's come back twice. So, pardon me, that's it's still better than 0. Gauff's come back 3 out of 9 times. So she came back against Mboko, she's come back against Jastrzemska, and come back against Bencic at the Australian Open. So Gauff slightly better coming back from a set down. So again, you would think Paolini probably needs to win the first set, because this year, when Gauff wins the first set, 21 wins, 1 loss. Paolini, when she wins the first set, 18 wins and 1 loss. So both ladies, the first set's very important based on those stats, right? They can come back from a set down, but when they get a set up, barely lost. Svitolina is the only one to beat Paolini from a set down. And Bencic is the only one to beat Gauff after Gauff wins the first set. So that's going to be a big. The first set's going to be massive if that stat plays true, and the player that wins the first set wins the match. Also, the player that wins the first set wins the match in this match. Gauff, she won the first set in their first 2 matches, ended up winning the match, and then Paolini, she won the first set in their last match. Also, they did play a 3-setter in their first match. Gauff won in 3. She won the first set, won the third set. Second set was a tiebreak, went to Paolini. Sorry, I just forgot to clarify. But there you go. That is where we're at. And I don't think it's obvious to say that Gauff is going to win, because the way she's been serving has been super sketchy, and against someone who doesn't give away many free points in Paolini, also runs down everything and is very, has a great hustle. You can't be giving away double faults to this lady. Whereas Zhang, she was doing a little bit more errors, and she was giving a couple more free points away. But yeah, Paolini is not going to give her any freebies. So Gauff can't be serving all those double faults like she was the other day. All right. So Paolini wins. Swiatek is number 5. So, I mean, does Paolini have that on her mind? Hopefully not. Hopefully Paolini's not thinking about that. If Gauff wins, she just closes the gap between her and Sabalenka just slightly. Doesn't really change much, to be honest. But yeah, Paolini winning gets her to the 4th seed, which, it does matter because it means she avoids Sabalenka, Gauff, Pegula, but she could still play Swiatek in a quarterfinal. So does it really matter that much if she's 5 or 4? It does, in the way that it means that she won't have to play Sabalenka or Gauff until the semis, but she could still play Swiatek. So it's not like she gets this massive advantage and avoids players by being number 4. She just, yeah. I mean, if Pegula was four and Paolini was taking her spot, then Paolini would be avoiding the hardest players on clay. But, I mean, there's still a chance that Paolini could play Andreeva in a quarterfinal if she's number 4. But you do avoid Gauff and Sabalenka. So, I mean, but if she beats Gauff, maybe she wants to play Gauff, like, she'd rather play Gauff than Swiatek, I guess, because, I don't know. I reckon if she loses this in a close 3-setter, being number 5 wouldn't be bad, especially if she gets Gauff in the quarters. Like, I don't know. If she loses this closely and had chances and maybe Gauff just a little too strong, maybe Paolini wants Gauff in the quarterfinals of the French instead of Swiatek or Sabalenka, right? Maybe that's something she needs. She would want, I feel Paolini wins this in 3. By the way, it is windy as well, which is going to cause problems I think cause problems for Gauff. I think the wind doesn't phase Paolini as much as it would be a problem for Gauff. All right. They're getting photos, and then we are getting started. Cam, did you see the new Nike Adidas merch drop? No, I did not. With Sabalenka, okay. I don't know what's going on. Oh, custom outfit for Sabalenka. Oh, nice. So Sabalenka's got a custom outfit. Cool. Let's have a look. So what does it look like? Wait, is it for her? Is it merch or is it her? Is it for her to wear? Somebody said it to me. I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere. How's the weather look? It looks windy and overcast. Men's finals this time tomorrow. Were you watching Kill Bill? Tarantino is a legend. Yeah, I watched Kill Bill 1 and 2. It's great. Kill Bill, the original Kill Bill was great. The first one was great. Okay. Paolini is way more mentally strong than Gauff. Okay. How about the Bourne movies? Yeah, they're on the list. They are on the list. Hoping that for a good competitive match. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope it's competitive. So who was Bill? I'm not giving it out. Why are you going to watch it? Watching from Paris. What's up? How you doing? Coco plays not double fault. Well, please don't double fault. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm really excited for Coco's first big clay court title. We missed out on Madrid. Yeah. Okay. No double faults in the... Yeah. All right. They're just warming up the last couple of shots. Then we're going to get some serves. And then we're going to get started. The final of this event for the ladies. Men's final tomorrow. Who is Bill and why does he kill? You just got to watch it. I'm not telling you. Go watch it. Go watch the movie. Cam, is the match of the year the best quality or the most memorable? What is the criteria? Ideally, both. Ideally, it's both, right? It's a great quality match with a memorable conclusion. But sometimes it could be one or the other, right? Sometimes it could be it might not be the best quality match, but it'd be like the Gauff versus Young match is probably the match of the tournament, not for quality, but for the drama of it, right? For the craziness, right? For how long the match was, that is probably match of the tournament. It might not be your match of the tournament because you might like a better quality match somewhere, but Stearns played that many good matches, right? That you could probably pick one of her matches instead. But that match was insane because of the how long it was and it was memorable, right? So again, it depends, but ideally both, right? Ideally, it's a good quality match that's memorable. But sometimes some of the best matches are memorable because they're bad. Some matches are memorable for all the wrong reasons, Wiggle your big toe. Yeah. What time does the match start? In an hour? No, it starts now. Really looking forward to this one. Yep. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Here we go. It is a bit breezy out there, so let's see if that makes any difference. Let's see. Gauff versus Paolini. I think Paolini's going to serve. Nope. It's going to be Gauff to serve. Gauff's going to serve. Here we go, chat. Gauff to serve. Who's your prediction? I've got Gauff in 3 despite all of those things. All right. Even though Gauff serve might be a problem, I'm still going to go with Gauff in 3. I think she'll sneak it out, but again, it comes down to the serve for Coco. If she doesn't serve well, she ain't going to win this match. If she double faults to start the match, that is what I'm worried about. 15, love. Oh, sorry, love 15. Love 15. First point, double fault. As Gauff serves the backhand of Paolini, return into the backhand of Gauff. Paolini, again to the forehand of Gauff. As Paolini backhand. Cross court, Gauff gets on the stretch. Paolini forehand. Into the forehand of Gauff. Again to the forehand of Paolini. Off the tape goes into the backhand of Gauff. Paolini forehand of the stretch. As Gauff. Down the middle. Paolini gets it back. Gauff's got it with a backhand into the backhand of Paolini. Again to the backhand of Gauff. Paolini forehand cross. As Gauff forehand again to the forehand of Paolini. Into the forehand of Gauff as Paolini gets a point. Gauff in the net. Love 30. Love 30. Already a chance for Paolini to get the break. Love 30. By the way, Irani in the house. Her doubles partner. Also, I think her parents are in the house. I think they were her parents sitting there as well. I'm sure they're there. I mean, she's playing the final of her home event. The biggest tournament in Italy. So I'm sure that a lot of people she knows is there, As the return goes into the forehand of Paolini, backhand from Gauff to the backhand of Paolini. As Gauff gets the point. Paolini overhits it. 15-30. 15-30. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. As a return, goes in the forehand of Gauff. Forehand from Paolini to the backhand of Gauff, but no. Paolini in the net. 30-all. I think Gauff's got this. If Paolini breaks early, the crowd will go crazy. Yeah. If Sinner and Paolini win, they should walk across the bridge together. What bridge? 30-all. As the return goes into the backhand of Gauff. Backhand from Paolini to the backhand of Gauff. As Paolini backhand down the line. Gauff gets with the forehand cross. Paolini on the stretch as Gauff down the line. Paolini's there with the backhand. Into the forehand of Gauff. Again to the front of Paolini. Gauff backhand cross. As Paolini back on the stretch. Gauff gets it. And hits it wide. 30-40. Break point for Paolini to start this match. All right. 30-40. Paolini with the break point. $30-40. As with a fault. Second serve. Second serve into the backhand of Paolini. Backhand from Gauff to the forehand of Paolini. As Gauff forehand to the backhand of Paolini. To the backhand of Gauff on the stretch. Paolini wins the game with a break to start the final. 1-love. Gauff hit it wide. Paolini gets the break. All right. Okay. Break to start this match for Jasmine Paolini. Okay. Not sure who to root for. That's not easy. Okay. Paolini to serve. 1-love. She breaks straight away. And the return goes for Paolini, but Paolini overhits it, and it's... Or did she hit the... Oh, no, she hit the line. And Gauff hit it in the net. 15-love. $15-love. As a backhand now to the forehand of Paolini, and then Gauff goes the backhand of Paolini, who hits it wide, and it's 15-all. $15-all. As the return goes out by Gauff, 30-15. As we return now to the backhand of Gauff, one out from Paolini. Into the backhand of Gauff as Paolini down the line. Gauff gets with the forehand. Into the forehand of Paolini. Gauff forehand to the backhand of Paolini, who hits a drop shot, but it's in the net. 30-all. Chance to get the break straight back. 30-all. right, 30 all. Paolini trying to consolidate this break. Serve. Into the forehand of Gauff. Forehand from Paolini again. The forehand of Gauff. Has Paolini backhand to the backhand of Gauff. Again, the backhand of Paolini, who hits it in the net. 30-40, breakback point. To get back on serve. 30-40. As the return goes forehand to Paolini, forehand from Gauff to the forehand of Paolini as Gauff down the line. Paolini's there with the backhand into the forehand of Gauff, who hits it in the net. We get to deuce. We get to deuce. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We have the men's final tomorrow. But we also have Geneva next week. And then Roland Garros. It never ends. It's constantly on. There's a backhand rally. Paolini on the stretch goes into the forehand of Gauff. Gauff puts it away. And it's advantage Gauff to get back the break. All right. As Paolini serves, into the backhand of Gauff, but it's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes to the backhand of Paolini. Gauff with the backhand again to the backhand of Paolini. Into the forehand of Gauff. And Gauff hits it long. We're back to deuce. Back to deuce. I guess first set is for Coco and Paolini win. Second and third, it would be drama. Maybe. I think Emma versus Dasha might be Monday or Tuesday. Oh, good. I have a feeling it's tomorrow because I think they all start a day early, but then I could be wrong. I think I thought everything starts tomorrow because they have to finish on Monday on Saturday because they can't finish Sunday. But hopefully, you're right. So then I don't have to watch. I can only watch one match tomorrow. Advantage Paolini. As we return to the forehand of Paolini, and then Paolini in the net. We get back to deuce. All right. As we get a forehand return. Winner there from Gauff. Advantage Gauff. To get back on serve. Advantage Coco. As the return goes back into Paolini. Gauff gets the break back. Paolini overhits it. All right, 1-0. 1-0. Sorry, 1-1. Chad, I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm fine. 1-1. Back on serve. Yeah, please don't put scores in the chat. It's really annoying. You don't need to do that. 1-1. Break. 10 minutes played. Sorry, I meant 1-1. I was multitasking. As Gauff serves a fault. Second serve. Yeah, I'm already tripping. It's been a long life. 1-1. Second serve for Gauff. Into the forehand of Paolini. Return to the forehand of Gauff as Paolini again to the forehand of Gauff as Paolini backhand in the net. And it's 15-love. As we serve, into the forehand of Paolini, return goes wide, 30-love. All right. As we're back in the backhand rally. Again to the forehand of Paolini as Gauff backhand is a drop shot. Paolini gets it and puts it away. Good running, 30-15. If you're going to be hitting drop shots against Paolini, it better be good. 30-15. All right, 30-15. As Gauff serves again. Oh, double fault. That's 2. All right, serve again. 30-0. Serving the forehand of Paolini. Forehand now from Gauff. Into the forehand of Paolini is Gauff with the backhand. To the backhand of Paolini. Into the forehand of Gauff is Paolini. Forehand again to the backhand of Gauff. Into the backhand of Paolini on the stretch. Slice goes into the backhand of Gauff. To the forehand of Paolini is Gauff. Forehand again. Paolini with a forehand inside out. Gauff's got it with the backhand. Into the forehand of Paolini. Gauff with a slice. Paolini gets the point. Gauff hits it in the net. 30-40. Gauff, break point down again. And unfortunately, already been 2 double faults for Coco. All right. 30-40. Break point Paolini. 30-40. As the return goes in the backhand of Gauff, backing up from Paolini. Into the backhand of Gauff, in the net from Gauff, 2-1. 2-1. Okay. 3 breaks. What happened to Essendon tonight, mate? Didn't turn up? It's 2-1. It's 2-1. Paolini breaks again. All right. 2-1. As Paolini serves. Let's see if somebody can hold. Paolini likely won't make as many errors as Zhang did. Yeah, exactly, Bob. That's true. That's why Paolini's got a very good chance of winning. She could win this. She could definitely win this. Okay. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. Serve to the back of the Gauff. Backhand from Paolini sliced. Into the front of Gauff is Paolini. Again to the front of Gauff. Down the line of the backhand of Paolini is Gauff. In the net. 15 love. $15 love. As we return, winner from Gauff, 15-all. 15-all. It's a bit of serve again from Paolini. The return goes in the backhand of Gauff. Paolini forehand. Into the forehand of Gauff is Paolini with a backhand cross. Gauff gets it with the backhand to the forehand of Paolini, and Paolini overhits it. 15-30. As we just serve again from Paolini. $15-30. Serve into the backhand of Gauff. Backhand from Paolini. Into the backhand of Gauff is Paolini forehand. The forehand of Gauff. Again, the forehand of Paolini. Gauff with a backhand cross. Paolini gets it. Gauff backhand again. Paolini gets it. Again to the backhand of Gauff on the stretch. Paolini gets the point, though. Gauff overhits it. 30-all. 30-all. All right, Paolini serves again. 30-all. As Gauff eventually hits it out, 40-30. As we just serve into the backhand of Gauff, backhand from Paolini to the forehand of Gauff. Gauff overhits it 3-1. Paolini holds the first hold of the day. All right. It is 3-1. Three to 1. All right. As we forehand now from Gauff into the forehand of Paolini. Gauff forehand goes long, and it's love 15. All right. 15 love. Oh, sorry, love 15. As we default, second serve. As the return goes into the slice of Gauff, Paolini with a volley in the net. 15-all. As with a backhand into the forehand of Gauff, and Gauff puts it away. 30-15. 30-15. As we just serve again. And the return goes the backhand of Gauff. One up from Paolini. Into the backhand of Gauff. As Paolini backhand again to the backhand of Gauff. To the forehand of Paolini. Gauff forehand. Again to the forehand of Paolini as Gauff goes down the line. And hits a winner. 40-15. She says sorry because she hit the tape, but she hits a winner and she gets to 40-15. As we default, second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Gauff, backing up from Paolini. Into the backhand of Gauff. Gauff in the net, 40-30. As with a forehand now, backhand now to the forehand of Paolini. Gauff on the stretch. And Paolini comes in and puts it away with a forehand drive volley. We get the deuce. We get to deuce. Together, trying to get a double break here, Paolini. As Gauff serves a fault. Second serve. Double fault. Advantage Paolini. Advantage Paolini to take the double break. As the serve goes to forehand, Paolini backing up from Gauff. Down the line's a winner. Back to deuce. Gauff survives. Back to deuce. Gauff serves again. And the return in the net by Paolini, advantage Gauff. As we had a fault from Gauff, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Paolini. Gauff with the backhand of the forehand of Paolini. As Gauff goes to the backhand of Paolini, and Paolini hits it out. Gauff holds 3-2. Paolini with the one break. What's going on, chat? How we doing? Hey, Stefania, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. And thank you, Hans, for becoming a member as well. Appreciate that. This is not good. Too much double faults from Gauff. She needs to change her serve. Well, she's hit 3 double faults in 3 games. So average of 1 a game, not ideal. Not great. But let's see whether or not it... Well, she keeps holding serve, so that makes a difference, right? Missed opportunity there. That was a little bit of a miss for sure. Definitely was a chance there for Paolini to get that double break. With Gauff struggling. Coco is so impressive to do as good as she is with so many double faults. Yeah. Imagine she cuts down the double faults. Yeah, if she cuts down the double faults, things are going to get crazy. All right. 3-2. Paolini has the break. Gauff staying close. This match is so much more enjoyable than the match compared to Zhang versus Zhang, yeah. All right, 3-2 Paolini. Backhand rally as Paolini into the forehand of Gauff. To the forehand of Paolini as Gauff forehand of the net. 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. To the backhand of Gauff. Backhand of Paolini to the forehand of Gauff. Gauff in the net. 30 love. 30 love. $30 love. As Paolini with a good serve, 40 love. $40 love. As the return goes out by Paolini. 40-15. Please stop spamming. All right, 40-15 is Gauff with the backhand. Into the forehand, Paolini. Gauff with the forehand. Again to the forehand, Paolini. Gauff. Down the middle again. Paolini runs right into the forehand inside out to the backhand of Gauff. Into the forehand, Paolini is Gauff. Forehand inside out winner. All right. 40-30. All right, 40-30. Serve again from Paolini. Into the backhand of Gauff. Return the backhand of Paolini. Gauff. Forehand into the forehand of Paolini. Again the forehand of Gauff. As Paolini forehand again to the Gauff forehand. Now down the line the backhand of Paolini. Gauff. Forehand inside out. Paolini gets with the backhand down the line, but it's long. We get to deuce. Paolini overhits it. We get to deuce. We get to deuce. As with a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Paolini. Backhand from Gauff goes wide. Advantage Paolini. Advantage Paolini. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. And Gauff returns down the line. Slice Paolini to the forehand of Gauff as Paolini puts up a lob. And Gauff puts away the smash. Back to deuce. We get back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. As Paolini too good on the serve. Advantage Paolini. As with a fault, second serve. And the return's a winner by Gauff. All right. As we get back to deuce. Big game here, it feels like, for Gauff. As with a fault. Second serve. As that goes out by Gauff on the return. And it's advantage to Coco. As Paolini could serving, and she holds 4-2. All right. Gauff serves. Down the tee and ace. All right. That helps. 15 love. As a return the net by Gauff. And it's 15 all. With a fault. Second serve. On the return goes the forehand of Gauff. Backhand slice from Paolini. Gauff comes in with a forehand and puts it away. 30-15. Over to serve again. The backhand of Paolini. Gauff forehand to the backhand of Paolini. There's Gauff with a forehand from Paolini into the forehand of Gauff. As Paolini's down the line. Great shot, Paolini. 30-all. Beautiful shot. 30-all. As a return goes in, drop shot Gauff. Paolini gets there, but she falls over. She's all right. She's having a bit of a laugh. Paolini's covered in clay. Okay. 40-30. Paolini's quick, but not that quick. All right. Paolini wipes all the clay off and now is serving. Gauff is serving again, 40-30. All right, return from Paolini is a winner. And we get to deuce. Great return from Paolini. All right. As the return goes out by Paolini that time. All right. Serve again. Into the backhand of Paolini. Gauff backhand. Again, the backhand of Paolini. As Gauff wins the point. Paolini in the net. And it's 5. Sorry, not 5. It's 4-3. Okay, how are we doing, chat? What's up? What's going on? We're almost at 500 likes, by the way. So don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. So don't forget to subscribe. Wondering why blue clay was such a problem. Maybe high ball bounce. No, it was slippery. I think it was just slippery. It was too slippery. All right. The blue clay hurt my eyes. I hated it. Fair enough. Why is Tennis TV not showing this match? Because it's on WTA TV. WTA TV. Because WTA don't go are not on Tennis TV. They are two different things. All right. Cool. All right. How are the fans responding thus far? They love it because their player's winning. They love it. Love 15. As the return goes out by Gauff, 15-all. Serving to the backhand of Paolini. Gauff for Paolini to the forehand of Gauff as Paolini again to the forehand of Gauff. To the backhand of Paolini. Gauff with the slice. As Paolini forehand inside out. Gauff slices it back. And then Paolini, hits the volley in the net. She just didn't get to the net quick enough. 15-30. Just hesitated. 15-30. It's a bad miss. 15-30. There's a bit of fault from Paolini. Second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Paolini. Forehand from Gauff. Into the forehand of Paolini as Gauff backhand to the backhand of Paolini. Into the backhand of Gauff as Paolini slice. Into the forehand of Gauff, who shanks it long. 30-all. 30-all. Still a little chance, though, for Gauff to get the break back. As Paolini goes in the backhand of Gauff, backing up Paolini down the line. Gauff with the forehand slice. As Paolini, cross-court forehand. Gauff puts up a lob. Paolini puts it away. 40-30. 40-30. As the return goes to forehand of Paolini. Gauff forehand to straight to Paolini's forehand, who puts it long, and it's deuce. Paolini hit it. So Gauff hit it too hard. All right, serve again. And the return goes to the backhand of Gauff. Forehand from Paolini. Again to the forehand of Gauff as Paolini backhand to the forehand again of Gauff. But Gauff hits it wide. And it's advantage Paolini for a 5-3 lead in this first set. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. As the backhand goes to the backhand of Gauff. Gauff in the net. 5-3 Paolini. 5-3. Okay. 5-3. As Gauff hits a winner. 15 love. $15 love. Serve again. Is a fault, second serve. As the return goes to the net by Paolini, 30 love. $30 love. She double faults again, Gauff. 30-15. $30-15. As a return from Paolini goes long. 40-15. Paolini's going to serve this out, it looks like. 40-15. As Gauff serves a fault. Second serve. As Gauff serves again. To the forehand of Paolini. Return to the forehand of Gauff. As Paolini into the backhand of Gauff. To the forehand of Paolini. Gauff. Backhand again to the backhand of Paolini. Goes down the line of the forehand of Gauff. As Paolini into the backhand goes long. And Gauff holds. 5-4. Paolini's going to serve this set. $5-4. 5-4. Okay. What's going on, chat? You look tired? I mean, it is what it is. It's 2 in the morning. It is what it is. All right. Yeah, stop putting scores in the chat, please. It is not helpful. People are annoyed. You're annoying people in the chat, so don't do that. Please. Okay. Can I must have the strangest sleeping hours? You have no idea. They're crazy. Crazy hours. Okay. Paolini going to serve for the set. She serves. Into the forehand of Gauff. Forehand from Paolini to the forehand of Gauff. As Paolini again to the forehand of Gauff. But Gauff, was too far away and had an air swing. 15 love. $15 love. He's got a fault. Second serve. Second serve as the return goes into the backhand of Gauff, and Gauff puts it in the net. 30 love. Love. Two points away. As the return goes to Forehand Paolini. Forehand from Gauff down the line to the backhand of Paolini. As Gauff cross court the Forehand Paolini on the stretch. Gauff again to the Forehand Paolini, goes down the line. Gauff's going to get there with a lob. And then Paolini comes to the net. Gauff with a passing lob. Paolini with a smash. Gauff with a pass again. Paolini with a volley. Oh, it goes in!
This is going to be on Tennis TV.
Gauff got in the wrong position and just couldn't get there to put it away. And Paolini somehow hits a volley on the line if she gets three set points to take the first set. What a shot. All right. 40 love. Serve. To the backhand, Gauff in the net. There it is. First set of the final goes to Paolini. 6-4. After 3 breaks of serve in the first 3 games, actually was the rest of the set was all holds. All right, 1 hour. Paolini takes the first. Okay. First set is in the bag. All right, 12 winners, 31 errors from Gauff, 4 double faults. Her first serve is struggling. 7 winners and 14 errors from Paolini. And again, very good serving by Paolini. She's just getting her serve in and then trying to win the rally. And she is winning the rally. So that is where we're at. Okay. First set in the bag. The crowd are going crazy. And see if Gauff can recover. Gauff will be serving first in the second. All right. All right, why is Gauff so nervous? She hasn't been serving well most of the week. And Paolini is not giving away errors, so it is this. It is this. All right. All right. Cool. How are we doing, chat? Where are we watching from? Let me know in the chat where we're watching from. I haven't asked that yet. Where are we watching from? We've got Sydney, New York, Singapore, Toronto, Sweden, Argentina, North Hollywood, Berlin. We've got Sydney, Bali, India, New York, Jamaica, the UK, Germany, Spain, Philippines, Chile, Kenya, London, Vegas, Amsterdam, Michigan, Canada, Indonesia, Minnesota, Barbados, Nigeria. Hey, thank you, bye, for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Greece, Malaysia, Michigan, Mexico, Philippines, Florida, Chicago. All right, 15, Love Gauff. Cleveland, Iraq, South Africa, Texas, Virginia. There's Gauff double faults, 15-all. Italian from Cincinnati, nice. Portugal, Bangladesh, Greenland, Kansas City, Peru. As we return now to the backhand of Paolini, backhand from Gauff, into the backhand of Paolini as Gauff, again to the backhand of Paolini, into the backhand of Gauff as Paolini backhand down the line is too good, 15-30. Lovely backhand winner. We've got Denmark, Pakistan, Ghana, Mexico, California, Denver, go the Rockies, London, Italy, Poland. 15-30 is a fault from Gauff, second serve. Second serve. As we get a double fault again. All right, 15-40. Unfortunately, Coco Gauff is double faulting her way out of this match. Now we get another fault, second serve. Serve to the forehand of Paolini, return the net, 30-40. There's a fault from Gauff again, second serve. She says a let on the second serve. As we serve now the forehand of Paolini, and then Gauff in the net. There's the break. And it's 1-love in the second. 6-4 was the first set. All right. Paolini with a center break. Okay. Oh no, the weather's starting to turn. It's starting to rain. That's all right. We're playing on clay, so it can rain and we can still play. All right. All right. The return goes out by Paolini. Love 15. All right. Good serve, Paolini, 15-all. All right, nice hitting there from Coco, but Paolini too good, 30-15. 30-15 as we get a fault from Paolini. Second serve. Oh, it was out by Paolini. Sorry. She got the serve in, but it was out on the return. 30-all. 30-all. As we get a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Gauff. Backhand of Paolini into the backhand of Gauff as Paolini into the forehand of Gauff to the backhand of Paolini. Gauff backhand pass goes wide. 40-30. 40-30. Paolini go 2-love in the second. She serves a fault second serve. Gauff is a return winner. We get the deuce. Yeah, Gauff's going to have to do something right now if she is going to recover. As we're backhand now from Gauff on the stretch. That goes in the net, though. Advantage Paolini. Advantage Paolini. For a 2-love lead in the second. Serve is a fault. Second serve. There's a return from Gauff in the net. Man, Gauff is making it hard with these bloody returns. All right, 2-love. Paolini with a center break. She consolidates. Okay. So is a bit of rain okay on clay? Yeah, because the clay soaks it up. So it doesn't have to... It has to rain pretty bad to be bad for the courts. But a little rain's fine. All right. Gauff with a good serve. 15-love. As with a fault, second serve. Second serve. To the backhand of Paolini. Backhand from Gauff in the net. 15-all. 15-all. As the return goes into the forehand of Gauff. Paolini forehand to the backhand of Gauff. Gauff hits it out. 15-30. 15-30. Serve again. The forehand of Paolini. Forehand from Gauff into the backhand of Paolini as Gauff hits it into the backhand of Paolini. Into the forehand of Gauff. As Paolini forehand of the stretch. Gauff down the line as Paolini slices it back. Into the forehand of Gauff. Gauff overhits it though. 15-40. Okay. $15.40 for a double break. As we get a fault. Second serve. As we return into the forehand of Gauff. Backhand out from Paolini to the backhand of Gauff. As Paolini backhand into the forehand of Gauff. Again to the forehand of Paolini. Gauff backhand on the stretch. Paolini down the line. That's a good shot. Gauff gets with a slice. Into the forehand of Paolini. Again to the forehand of Gauff. Who's a drop shot in the net. There's the break. 2 breaks, 3 love, second set. Paolini is cruising. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. Gauff's going to have to come back from a long way down. Gauff's tired after a 5-hour match against Zhang? Maybe. But maybe then again, maybe Paolini's just too solid. And you can't be giving away free points. Like she has. All right. Swiatek is dangerous. Is in a dangerous position at the French? Yeah. She's got a lot of points to defend, and she'll be number 5 in the world. She could play Sabalenka in the quarterfinals, which would be kind of crazy. All right. As Gauff returns in the net. 15 love. As that goes out on the return from... Sorry, goes in on the return from Gauff. 15-0. Can be said Paolini can't win Rome. You obviously are just trolling, but thanks for that. All right. And that goes out by Gauff on the return, 30-15. As we default second serve. As a return. Goes in by Gauff, 30-all. You think if Gauff's got any chance, you got to break back right now. 30-all. As the return goes back into Gauff. 1 out from Paolini. Goes out. Breakpoint Gauff. 30-40. To take back one of the breaks here, Coco. All right, 30-40. Serve at the backhand of Gauff. Backhand out from Paolini into the forehand of Gauff. Paolini backhand to the backhand of Gauff. Into the backhand of Paolini. Down the line's good to the forehand of Gauff. As Paolini forehand again to the forehand of Gauff. Paolini forehand again to the Gauff forehand. As Gauff hits in the net. Paolini gets the deuce. All right. Deuce. Back to deuce. As Paolini hits it in the net. Advantage Gauff. To take back one of these breaks. As return goes in the backhand of Paolini. Backhand from Gauff. Into the forehand of Paolini as Gauff. Again to the forehand of Paolini. Paolini hits it wide. All right. Coco gets one back. All right. Okay. All right. Gauff, love 15. She's got to hold. She can't hold here. As Gauff serves another fault second serve. By the way, it is starting to rain. As Gauff double faults. Love 30. Love 30. Hey, Mats Verlander's in the house. He is sitting right in the middle of the court. Love 30. Serving to the backhand of Paolini. Backhand from Gauff goes wide. Love 40. Love 40. All right. Love 40. As a return from Paolini is a winner. All right. 4-1. 4-1. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Did I watch movies? I did. I watched Kill Bill 1 and 2 today. Swiatek has a 5th seed at the French is crazy. Yeah, considering like 2 weeks, like not even 2 weeks ago, she was the number, like midway through Madrid, she was still the number 2. Like, it's only been the last like 2.5 weeks, or even like 2 weeks, that things have completely changed. You know? All right. Paolini, 15 love. Flavia Pennetta in the house. The last great singles champion in the women's game. And Paolini's trying to win a 1,000 for the second time. Second 1,000 title. I think she'll have the most 1,000s out of any Italian WTA player in the history of the game, I'm pretty sure. I don't think anyone else has more than... I mean, Panetta's got a Grand Slam, which is more, but I don't think anyone has multiple 1,000 titles. Is it a backhand rally? Into the backhand of Gauff, 15-all. Paolini forehand to the forehand of Gauff. And Gauff hits it out. 30-15. 30-15. All right, forehand on the stretch from Gauff into the forehand of Paolini. Forehand from Gauff into the slice of Paolini. Gauff the forehand inside out goes for a winner. 30-all. Okay. Coco hanging in. 30-all. As a forehand rally. Paolini again at the forehand of Gauff. Gauff in the net. 40-30. 40-30. All right, 40-30. We go to 5-1. As a backhand return from Gauff goes out. 5-1 Paolini. 5-1 Paolini. All right. Paolini, one game away from her second 1,000 title. I put 125 on Paolini to win. I hope she wins this. Well, let's see what happens. Cam, is this the first time two Italians might win the Italian Open on the ATP and WTA? Yeah, I don't think... Well, let me tell you who's won the Italian Open on the ATP and WTA in the past. From Italy. So, on the ATP, it was back in the amateur era. Petrangeli won twice, and also... Back in 55, Gardini won this tournament. Back in 76, Panatta won this tournament and hasn't been an Italian since. And in the Open era for the ladies, Reggie, back in 85, got the win. Irani made the final in 2014, lost to Serena, but that was as close as an Italian's gotten in the Open era since 1985, with Rafael Reggie, who won the whole thing. All right. So Paolini would be the first to win in, 20 years? 40 years? 40 years. As with a forehand rally, slice from Paolini. Goes into the forehand of Gauff. And then Paolini hits a forehand winner. 15-all. When did Panatta win? 76. So an Italian man hasn't won for longer than an Italian woman hasn't won this title. So... That's pretty interesting. And I don't think any player on the women's side has won more than two 1,000 titles. So more than one 1,000 title. I don't think. I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm missing like Irani 1-2 or something, but I don't think so. 15-30, by the way, 2 points away. Paolini from lifting her second Masters 1,000. And more importantly, leveling the head-to-head with Gauff. I mean, if they play at the French, then that could be interesting. By the way, Panatta did win a 1,000 title, but she has only won one. So Paolini would have won would be the first Italian woman to win 2 1,000 trophies. Schiavone also made finals and stuff, but she never won them. So Paolini would be, I think, the most successful women's Italian women's 1,000 champion. Anyways, Gauff is a winner, 40-30. Still a little bit ways to go, but we'll see what happens. Wowza.
Playing at home can either be beneficial or a disadvantage due to pressure. Seems like Jasmine is riding the X factor of the crowd to victory.
Yeah, she is not scared about playing here. Paolini returns, 40-30 Gauff as we're backhand Paolini at the backhand of Gauff to the forehand of Paolini as Gauff again to the forehand of Paolini on the stretch. Gauff comes in with a slice. Paolini pass, but Gauff puts it away. No, Paolini down the line winner. We get the deuce. 2 points away. Paolini with a big smile on her face. But geez, chat, this is a very interesting twist in the French Open form. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be back for the men's final in 24 hours' time. Sinner, Alcaraz, be there or miss out on an epic. As with a backhand now from Gauff. That's a good shot. Slicing the net from Paolini, and it's advantage Gauff. Advantage Gauff. As Gauff gets the game and survives for now. Paolini's going to serve for the match. Okay. All right. Okay. Paolini's going to serve for this match. How we doing, chat? What's up? Paolini too quick? Yeah. She was down up 4-love in the set, lost to Schneider at one point. True. That's why we can't count out Gauff yet, because Paolini has had leads this week and given them up. You are correct. Gauff had the tougher road to the final. Okay. I still say Sabalenka's going to win the French. Okay. Paolini first round game is better than this match. What do you mean? Here we go. Paolini serving for the championship to take her second 1,000 trophy. And this one's more impressive than Dubai. This one's got to be more impressive than the one that she won in Dubai. A lot tougher competition. And after this, if she does win this championship, we'll compare the two. Because this one is definitely, I feel it's more impressive. All right, 15-love. She's 3 points away. $15-love. As Paolini serves again. Into the backhand of Gauff. Backing up Paolini to the forehand of Gauff. Paolini on the stretch. As Gauff hits it for a winner. 15-all. 15-all. As the return goes to the net from Gauff. 30-15. As a default from Gauff, second serve. As we return now to the forehand of Paolini. Forehand from Gauff in the net. Championship points. 40-15. 40-15. Championship points to win her second Masters 1000 title. She serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve in the backhand of Gauff. Return goes into the forehand of Paolini. Gauff, backhand. Into the backhand of Paolini is Gauff with the backhand. Down the line is a winner. One saved. One saved. (40-30), still championship point though. As we to serve. Down the tee. And Gauff hits it wide! Paolini wins in Rome! She sets up a possibility that it's going to be a Rome double, not just in her own trophy cabinet, because she's going to play the doubles, but also, if Sinner wins tomorrow, it's going to be an Italian championship double, which is going to be maybe a treble. I mean, it could be a triple. Trifecta for Italy if they can win the dubs as well. And Sinner wins. Paolini wins. The crowd's going crazy. First Italian champion in Rome in singles for 40 years. 40 years ago was the last time we had an Italian champion. And who would have thought Paolini was going to win this? I mean, you know, Swiatek was there and Sabalenka was playing well and Gauff was obviously in the final. I mean, Paolini was not expected to win this title at the start of the week. And now she wins. And like I said, this is probably more impressive than the one in Dubai because not only did she have to play an extra match because Dubai's only a week, but in Dubai, she took out Haddad Maia, Fernandez, Zachary. She didn't play Raducanu. She got a walkover. And then she beat Kostaya and Kalinskaya. Whereas this week, the opponent she played Sun in the second round. Then she played Jabeur, Ostapenko, Schneider, Stearns, and then Gauff. Way better run to win this title. And she wins her second 1,000 title as well, which is huge. And more importantly, she's number 4 in the world, which means Swiatek is number 5. Swiatek drops to 5. So the French Open, Swiatek, the 3-time champion, is the 5th seed. And Paolini with the 4th seed, which means she doesn't have to play Gauff or Sabalenka until the semifinals. So she might have to still play Swiatek though, but that's a different story. All right, if you're leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. What a win. And it wasn't even close. Paolini never looked like she was going to lose this match. Gauff was down from the start and never recovered. Never recovered. And Paolini is dancing around. No one's left the stadium. Everyone's still there. Love to see it. Wowza.
After seeing this match, it will be interesting to see if, in the event Carlos starts losing, whether he will be able to dig himself out of a hole with the Italian crowd heavily against him. Neutral face.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. GG's. All right. What a win. We'll stick around a little bit longer, see this ceremony. But stats for the match. Not good for Coco. 20 winners and 55 errors. 55 errors. 12 winners and 20 errors from Paolini. So very, very, very clean hitting. It wasn't, obviously 20 errors isn't great, but it was still very clean hitting. And Gauff just hit 7 double faults. I mean, yeah. 5 breaks out of 7 break point chances for Paolini as well. So she took her chances. But yeah. It was just not, just Coco. I mean, like we said this at the start of the match chat. Coco had to have played better than against Zhang, because if she played worse or she played the same, she wasn't going to win this match. And look what happened. She lost the match. All right. 55 errors in a straight sets win is absurd. I mean, yeah. When you've got, 18 games? It was only 18 games long and you've hit that many errors? That's brutal. That is brutal. Paolini, apparently the oldest women's champion in the Open era. Is that true? I feel like Serena was older. I think Serena was like in her 30s when she won her one. Like Serena won in 2014. She would have been older. By the way, very important that Paolini did win this, because now it sort of takes a little bit of the pressure off when she plays Roland Garros, because if she doesn't win the French or make the final, she'll lose points. So, and Wimbledon. So she does kind of give herself a little bit of a buffer. Now that she won. By the way, Swiatek went from 2 to 5 in a week. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, Swiatek dropped like a rock. Let me have a look at Paolini's ranking over the next few weeks. So Paolini's ranking, I think unless Paolini plays terrible at Roland Garros and Wimbledon, she should stay in the top 10, even if she doesn't make it to the final back-to-back. Because remember, she's got 1,200 points at each tournament. So over 2 events, she's got nearly 2,500 points, which is half her ranking. So if she does okay, makes this quarterfinals both times, she'll be okay. But this definitely helps. This definitely keeps the adds that 1,000 points, which is much needed. Yeah, she's got a lot of points to defend over the next couple of weeks, which by the end of Wimbledon, if she's still in the top 10, she's done a good job. This will go a long way. This will definitely help. All right. Can the 5 to 8 seeds are stronger than the 1 to 4 seeds? Debatable. I mean, yeah, if you're looking at Keys and Andreeva, Swiatek, and Zhang, I mean, yeah, maybe. But then again, Gauff, depends on who plays who, I guess. It depends on who plays who, Was this Paolini's first Masters? No, she won Dubai back in the day. By the way, somebody's playing keyboard and singing. Respect to them. That's got to be nerve-wracking. It's some kid. What are they singing? I don't know what they're singing. Are they singing "We Are the Champions"? That's sick. Somebody's singing. There's a kid singing "We Are the Champions," and everyone's singing along. That's actually cool. I wonder if they would have done it if Gauff won. I wonder what they would have done if Gauff won. That's awesome. They're singing "We Are the Champions." That's so cool. That is epic. Paolini's dad in the house. He loves it. And then Paolini, they put the camera on his dad, and he's like, "Oh, what?" And then Paolini's just laughing at him. Coco back-to-back final. Yeah, look, Gauff hasn't had a bad clay season. She just hasn't played super well at times. Today being one of them. But she's made back-to-back finals of 1,000s. I mean, this time last year, Sabalenka did the same thing and lost to Swiatek, right? So, making a Madrid and Rome final back-to-back is not bad. It's just that all those errors and double faults to lose some of this match, was concerning. I think we can finally put the is Paolini top 5 question to rest. I agree. I mean, back 2 Grand Slam finals, winning a 1,000 title or 2 1,000 titles. I mean, she's more than qualified to be top. She's got better results than like someone like a Pegula. Like if you look at Pegula, she's only made 1 Grand Slam final. I think got 2 Masters, maybe 3. Has Pegula got 2 or 3? So Paolini and Pegula are almost on par. If you're looking at Masters wins, let me have a look. Pegula's got 3. So Paolini's getting there, but you got to say Paolini is when it comes to. If we're putting like players in brackets, obviously you got players that have won Grand Slam. So you've got Sabalenka, Gauff, Swiatek, Keys are in their own bracket. But you got to say that Paolini is in the same bracket as Pegula and maybe even Andreeva, right? With the 1,000 titles, and then after that you got like Zhang, Navarro as sort of like after that. But yeah, you would put her in tier 2. She's definitely a tier 2 player by winning multiple 1,000s and Grand Slam finals. She's got 2 1,000s. Andreeva's got 2. Paolini's got 3. So she's definitely in that range. Yeah, she's definitely in that range. All right. All right. Here we go. They're going to give out these trophies. First, Rome singles champion, Italian singles champion in Rome in 40 years. It's been 40 years since somebody has won this title from this country. "40 years. Three years back, Paolini was practically unknown. Yeah. Yep. All right. And this crowd are getting a treat. Getting to see a home champion too, which is awesome. All right. All right. Here we go. Umpire's getting a trophy. Umpires always get their trophy. And then the players will get their trophies. Jasmine will win the doubles too. All right, Gauff getting the runners-up trophy. By the way, don't forget to like the video as well. We're almost at 1,000 likes, so appreciate that. Rome's probably been the best tournament this year, I think. So, yeah. By the way, Paolini's playing the doubles tomorrow against Mertens and Kudermetova. So she could win the double. And then Sinner, of course, is playing later. And he could win that as well. And then that means we've got Italians all round. All right, Coco Gauff is going to say a few words. And we're going to see what she says. What she says after that. I mean, she's made back-to-back finals, so she can't be too unhappy. She can't be too disappointed. She has had a good clay court season, and she probably is still up there with Sabalenka as, or at least with Swiatek and Sabalenka, as one of the favourites for the French. Oh, why is WTA TV screwing me up? What's going on? Oh, I can't even watch it. WTA TV, what is wrong with you? Why are you broken? Why can't I watch it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Coco. Gauff thanking everybody who's responsible for the tournament. I feel Paolini stole the Rome title. Nah, she won it fair and square. All right, she's just talking about how she wishes she could have won the big trophy today. She put a lot of work in, and they've got back-to-back finals. Again, Gauff's been good. It's just that the way she lost today is the concerning part, right? If she had have lost without all those errors, it would have been a good run anyway. You know? I'm so happy for Jasmine. She's a wonderful person, happy and humble and strong. Yeah, she is incredible. I mean, if Paolini gets to the WTA finals again this year in the singles, that is a massive achievement. Because last year she had a massive year, but once you have that massive year, it's about maintaining and trying to hold, right? She won a lot of points last year. She's got to still defend those points. They're coming up in the next few weeks. But, I mean, she had she's like, we thought last year was like, you know, her career best year. But now she's got this title. It's okay. All right, she's not done yet. She's not just a one-year wonder. She's got the Rome Trophy. She's still kicking ass in doubles. It would be interesting if she does make another final of a slam over the next couple of weeks. And she lifts that trophy. I like the Rome Trophy. It's classy. Definitely better than Madrid. Madrid Trophy. I don't know what the hell that is. Rome Trophy is just classic. Classic. As they play some song. All right, here we go. I don't know if she's going to speak English or Italian. Probably not English. And the crowd go wild. Definitely not going to speak English. I think she said thank you. I think she said thank you, everybody. I don't know. She's saying thank you to Gauff. I can understand. Congratulations to you and your team. Congratulations, Paolini from Bangladesh. Nice. Bye, chat. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Come on, we can get to 1,000 likes before we get to before we end the stream. Surely we can get to 1,000 likes. Paolini beat Coco in Madrid too? That confident? No, it was in Stuttgart. I mean, again, that's not bad. If you look at Gauff's record then, she lost to Paolini twice and Sabalenka. That's not bad. That's not bad for Gauff. I mean, that's a pretty good clay court season run. You know, she would have obviously could have won the title but that's pretty good if you've only lost to 2 players. And those 2 players are top 4, right? Who you're not going to play. You're not going to play Sabalenka to the final, and she's not going to play Paolini to the semis earliest. So I guess when we're looking at the draw next week for Roland Garros, Gauff's got to probably avoid playing. She'll probably want to play Pegula in the semis. You know, Pegula, Gauff set like 2 versus 3, and then she'll get. She wants that Sabalenka and Sabalenka Paolini up the top half, leave her alone, right? Because then that's a great. And look, I'll tell you what, if Swiatek's draw, if she goes down the bottom with Gauff and let's say Pegula, that would be interesting. I kind of want to see Pegula versus Swiatek quarterfinal winner plays Gauff. I think that'd be interesting. I think that would be really interesting at the French. And then I guess Gauff versus Zhang again, maybe, or maybe Andreeva again. I don't know. All right, Paolini just thanking the guy in the crowd who I'm not sure who he is. I think he must be the president. It was 40 years ago that that title was won here by an Italian, and that Italian was what did I say? Was it Reggie? Is that what I said? Reggie? Raffaella Reggi. Raffaella Reggi, who went to number 13 in the world. She made a quarterfinal of the French Open, and she won 5 titles, including the Rome Open back in the 80s. Back in the 80s. So she is the last Italian champion. 1985. 40 years ago. A 40-year drought. And that was the last Italian to win because the men's champions were back in the 70s. So it's even longer for the men's champion in Rome. All right. There it is. Paolini wins. And she has got 2 1,000 titles. She's number 4 in the world. And she'll be number 4C going into Roland Garros. All right. We almost got to 1,000 likes. We're close. Close enough. All right. That's it, chat. I'm out of here. Thank you for joining us. What a win. What a week. Rome has delivered. I think Rome is, like I said, Rome's been the best tournament, men and women. It's been the best combined event of the year. The weather's helped. It hasn't rained, whereas Rome usually rains, so we've been pretty blessed with that. But we've got one more match. Men's final tomorrow. Sincaraz. Can't get much better than that right now. So we're going to see what happens then. But Paolini gets the win in straights. 4-2 in an hour and a half. She knocks out Coco Gauff, who has made back-to-back 1,000 finals on clay, which is not a bad effort. It's just, unfortunately, it didn't do great today. But if we're not seeing you until the French, see you next week or see you in a week's time or whenever. But we've got the men's final tomorrow. Make sure you join us for that, though, because that's going to be so much fun in a week. 24 hours. But Paolini wins. I'll see you guys later.